Well, I want to welcome you, class, to Youth Ministry Online 302. And I'm very grateful that you're here with us for a new quarter of learning here at Fruitland. And I'm thankful for this opportunity we have to grow together. This is Youth Ministry 302. We're going to be talking about youth and family ministry this quarter with some focuses on the behind the scenes efforts, the behind the scenes details that are often overlooked in the youth ministry. In 301, we talked about some ministry foundations. So we talked about the importance of reaching different target groups of students. We talked about having a purpose in youth ministry. We talked about the importance of foundational elements like evangelism and discipleship and fellowship and unity and ministry. But in this quarter, we're going to build on that foundation by talking about the details, the behind the scenes efforts that makes youth ministry happen. And I'm really excited that you're here for the class. This is just an intro video to welcome you here. I want to just say what a blessing it is to be here my sixth year at Fruitland as a teacher, and this will be the third online class for Youth Ministry 302 that I've done. Just by way of introduction, my name is Peter McDonald. I'm 31 years old. I have a wife. Her name is Tara. I have two boys, Micah and Malachi. Micah's 8, Malachi is 5. And we live in Columbus, North Carolina. We serve with Midway Baptist Church here. We've been at Midway going on 9 years now. I've served in both capacities of youth minister for about 6 years. I did that, and then I've been a pastor now for going on 7. I've been at Midway, though, a little bit longer than 7, as I served as an associate pastor before I became senior pastor here. I've been at Fruitland Baptist Bible College for this is now my 6th year at Fruitland, and I've been to school. I'm still in school, so I can empathize with you students. I went to Fruitland as a young man, 18 years old, right out of high school. I went to Fruitland. I graduated there. I went to North Greenville University, got my BA there. I went to Liberty Baptist Theological Seminary, or Liberty University. I got my Master's of Arts in Religion there in Priest Pastoral, and now I'm working on a PhD. I'm a candidate for a PhD, and I'm about halfway finished with that, so I should be done in about 2022, maybe 23. Depends on timing of it all. So I love to write. I love to study God's Word. I love to share the gospel, but I also love sports. I like to coach sports. I love to play sports, or think I can play sports. I'm an avid North Carolina Tar Heel fan, even though we are worse than we've ever been before. I'm still a diehard Tar Heel fan, and I'm a child at heart. I love being around students. I still am a part of student ministry, and of course, I'm the Lord's servant. I love Him with all my heart, and I'm grateful that He saved me. I'm grateful that He's called me into ministry, and I'm grateful for what I get to do. So enough about me. This week we're going to be introducing ourselves. We're going to be diving into this course, Youth Ministry 302, and I really pray that we'll have the best semester you've ever had. So just to go over the syllabus with you, I'm not going to take very long to do that, but I wanted to make sure that you understood what the class was all about. So if you have any questions, make sure you ask them. You can ask them anytime. Send me an email, give me a call. But let's talk about the course for a moment. You've got 3 textbooks in Youth Ministry 302. The 3 textbooks, one is very familiar to you, Your First 2 Years in Youth Men by Doug Fields. We read half of this text in last quarter. This quarter, we're going to read the other half, okay? You're also, notice that the reading isn't going to be in order. I pick reading according to subjects or class content, but you will get to read the rest of this one. This was from 301. You're also going to be reading Duffy Robbins' book on youth ministry nuts and bolts. Next to Doug Fields, there's Duffy Robbins. Duffy Robbins is a classic. He's at Eastern University in Pennsylvania. He has ministered 35 years in student ministry, And you'll find that if you were in 301, some of the content from 301 came exactly from Duffy Robinson's text. But anywho, we're not reading this whole book. This is a good one to have in your library, a good resource to have. We'll pick select chapters from this book for you to use in the class. And then last but certainly not the least is going to be this short read by Gene Edwards. It's called A Tale of Three Kings. And I've assigned this book in different ways over the years. This was a text that was used when I was a student at Fruit. When Mark Honeycutt, when he led the class, we utilized this book. We wrote book reports on them then. But this is a book about the pain, the loss, and the heartache that others can feel at the hands of other believers. And this book comes from the perspective of David during his time as well, the anointed king of Judah, into his time as king of Judah, the trouble that he found with Saul and later on his son Absalom. This is a book about authority, of submission. This is a book about understanding who the battle is between, not flesh and blood, but against the enemy. And this is a book about learning from God in terms of the realm of leadership. So you're going to be using this book for discussions. You'll see some on your quiz material, but this is a fantastic read. Maybe the best book that you have in all of youth ministry. Maybe one of the best books you ever have at Fruitland. I don't know. I really love it. It's a short read, a good read though. You may not put it down when you start reading it. Very good book. Hope that you'll enjoy that. But over the course, we'll be using the books. Each week you're going to have each week you'll have a lesson. It'll be by video. After the lesson, you're going to have take 5 assignments. Take 5 assignments are when you read the chapters for the week. After you've read the chapters, after the chapters you will answer 5 questions. They're going to be the same 5 questions every week, but they pertain to each textbook. So you'll do well with that. With the assignments, there'll be discussion boards that you're going to use for that. On the discussion boards, you're going to want to post by Friday your initial post. After you do the initial post, you're going to want to reply to 2 classmates by Sunday. And then if anybody's replied to you, if anybody's commented on your post, you're going to want to make sure to talk to those who have talked to you by Monday night. But those are going to happen every week, those discussion forum posts. Again, that's to keep you in line with the reading. It's to help me to engage with you through the week, through the class, so that we can talk together that way. Let's see. Every week, every even week, you're going to have a quiz. So weeks 2, 4, 6, 8, you'll have a quiz. Quizzes are very simple, usually 8 to 10 questions long, just to go over the content we've had in the course. And then weeks 5 and week 10, you'll have a midterm. You'll have a final exam. Those are 25 to 30 questions long. Pretty simple, based on our notes, based on our reading, just to make sure that we're absorbing our information. In this quarter. You're going to have a presentation. It's going to be due, I believe, week 9. And the presentation is going to be on whether or not you think that youth ministry is essential for the 21st century or not. There's a lot of debate on whether or not what we're doing is effective as youth ministers. And the point of the assignment is to, 1, to get you to think, but 2, to question, is the way that I do student ministry effective? Is the way that our church does student ministry, is that effective? And you're going to have a presentation that states your side of your thoughts on the matter, and your thoughts on the matter need to be biblically founded. So in your syllabus, there's an explanation on how we want this assignment to work. You're going to start with a 250 to 350 word mini essay, more like a thesis or an introduction, where you state whether or not you think ministry is essential. And it needs to be biblically founded. This statement needs to be purposeful in the sense, this is what I want to accomplish. This is why I think ministry is or isn't essential, youth ministry is or isn't essential, and this is what I found. Through this assignment, there are different projects. You're going to want to talk to a youth minister about his roles and goals in the ministry. You're going to talk to another group of students. You're going to talk to different students from different age groups about. You're going to ask them different questions just to see, why they're a part of the youth group. You're talking to the parents, you're asking them the same questions. Why are they a part of the youth group? Things like that. And then you're going to be attending a youth ministry event. And all of these projects are going to help build the foundation on whether or not you think youth ministry is essential or not. You may share your own story. You may share your own experiences. You may share your testimony in the youth ministry. The sky's the limit there. But it's all going to come down to one presentation. And so week 9, there's going to be a discussion forum area for you. And you're going to post the 250 to 350 word essay on whether or not you think youth ministry is essential or not. Here are reasons why. And then you're going to present a video. And on this video, you're going to explain further why you think it's essential or not. And that's where you're going to share your findings from your interviews with the students and their parents, your interviews with youth pastors, your interviews, your experiences in the church, your experiences at the youth ministry event that you've critiqued. Those things are going to help you to build your foundation on whether or not you think student ministry is essential. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do as I do every week. You're going to create a video. You're going to use, use QuickTime or whatever video resources available on your computer. Make your video, save it, export it, okay, and then you're going to upload it into YouTube. All right. If you don't have an account with YouTube, you're going to have to create an account with YouTube. It's free. Create your account, make the video, publish it. It takes a little time to publish a video on YouTube. And then what you're going to do is you're going to copy the link to your video, post it onto your discussion post so that everybody can see your presentation, especially me, because I want to hear what you have to say. All right, but that's going to be due week 9. So there are no projects that are due this time. It's all going to be put in the one assignment, the project presentation / mini paper. All right. If you have questions about that, please make sure that you ask me. Okay. As you look at your syllabus, there's the weekly, assignments that we're going to be doing, what we're going to be learning about in class. All of that is available to you. Week one, which we're fixing to start. Week 1's lesson is going to be available. You have notes. You can take notes. They're fill in the blanks. You can fill in the blanks. I'm trying to make this class as user-friendly as possible for you. Okay. But I'm really glad you're here. Enjoy the class. Do not be intimidated by the class. Don't get syllabus shocked. Don't worry about it. It's going to be a great semester. You're going to enjoy this. I pray that this class will be more than academic. I pray that it's a time to richly apply the content so that we can have the best ministry possible for the glory of the Lord Jesus. I look forward to this semester with you. God bless you, and I'll see you week 1.